Good morning, Bexleyheath Academy. It is Wednesday, the 3rd of June, and hope you're having a splendid day so far. Not quite so sunny today, but I'm sure it will be a great day. Couple of reminders for me before I hand over to Miss Shallow and then Miss Collier. The first one, just on reports. I had a number of emails from students yesterday saying they didn't get their end of term report from last term, and a couple of parental emails did bounce back. If that is the case, contact your pastoral manager or your year group lead, which you can find on the Academy website, and we can get that report over to you as soon as possible. So that's reminder number one. Reminder number two, a very important one. Thank you for doing the registers as promptly as you do. You will notice in your daily email you get a register link, and it's important that you do complete that register. But it's also important that you complete a register at the start of period one. Now, I know that feels like an additional register, but the register at the start of the day is to mark you into the sort of assembly and into the academy, so to speak, virtually. And then the first register is your period one register, so we know that you're in that class. So please do fill in all those different registers so we can keep a tab of all the attendance and all the lessons that you are attending. Just a quick riddle from me, and we'll announce the winners. If you drop me an email, if you can solve this riddle, and we'll announce the winners or the people who solved it in tomorrow's assembly. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? So the more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Going to hand over to Miss Shallow now, who's got a fun fact for the day and some birthday shout-outs. Over to you, Miss Shallow.
Thank you, Mr. Sparks. So what am I? I am Miss Shallow. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for another beautiful assembly, Mr. Sparks introduction. Right, before I do my section and birthday, I have a fun fact. I always say I'm not sure how fun my fact is, but this fun fact started 151 years ago, so we're going back as far as 1869, guys. What am I talking about? I'm talking about our favorite Heinz. Okay, so let's talk a bit more about Heinz. So we all know that Heinz is a very popular brand that we see in our supermarkets, and most of us actually have that in our houses, different varieties of them. But how did it all start? So it started off with a young man who, at the age of 8 years of age, and his name is Henry John Heinz, he was actually making products from his mother's kitchen. And a lot of people actually think that the brand started off with ketchup. Not really. It started off as horseradish. Now, there's a common phrase. Is it ketchup as we know it, or is it catsup? Actually, in 1876, when he started off his ketchup line, actually he called it catsup. And then the last bit is the fact that if you're looking at any given brand, or any given product from the Heinz family, there's always that 57. I'm not sure if you can see that on screen at the moment, but 57, what could it be? Why 57? I'll wait for you to think about for a second. I always used to think that he must have 57 different variety of sauces, but that's not the case. A really boring story, guys. All he really what he wanted to do was to actually have a number attached to his brand, and he thought 57 was a lucky number. So that's my fun facts for today, and I'm going to do the birthday shout out. Now, before I start to call out the 3 birthdays that we're celebrating today, I'll let you know that the 3 of you share your birthday with a special person in the Academy, and that's Mr. Spark. So happy birthday, Mr. Spark. Now, Shahid in year 10, happy 15th birthday. Amy in year 11, happy 16th birthday. And Scarlett in year 9, happy 14th birthday. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic day celebrating. Don't forget, make sure you're celebrating and keeping to the self-isolation regulations. I'll now pass you over to Miss Collier, who will now go through our wellbeing tips for today. Over to you, Miss Collier.
Thank you, Miss Shallow. That was a very interesting fact. I learned quite a lot, so thank you very much. My wellbeing tip of the day is to try and step away from the screen and have a bit of fun today. School is back to normal. You're spending quite a lot of time in front of the computers. So you have to go onto the screen first to be able to do this. But I found some really fun, different, I Spy, different worksheets. So there's one on coronavirus, which is quite interesting. There's Harry Potter, Star Wars, Pokemon, ones of pirates, mermaids, lots of different ones. So on your social media link today, you will find a link to the printable worksheet company, and have a go, print them off, and see if you can just step away from the computer a little bit and have a bit of fun. especially as the weather isn't going to be so great today. Final closing reminder from me today is remember to stay at home, to stay safe, keep the 2 metre distance rule if you do come into contact with anyone and when you are doing your exercise. And don't just think about exercise and think about eating and drinking healthily as well. Stay safe, have a good day, and remember to register for every lesson.